Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. The month of Dhul Hijjah holds great significance in Islam, and its importance is highlighted in both the Quran and Hadith. The first one is sacred month. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned the sacred month in the Quran. Indeed, the number of months with Allah is 12 in the register of Allah from the day He created the heavens and the earth. Of these, 4 are sacred. Surah At-Tawbah, chapter 9, verse number 36. And also in Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam emphasized the importance of the sacred month, including Dhul Hijjah. The first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has swears by the first 10 days of Dhul Hijjah, by the dawn and by the 10 nights. Surah Al-Fajr, chapter 89, verse number 1 and 2. In Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "There are no days on which righteous deeds are more beloved to Allah Almighty than these 10 days." Rawahul Bukhari. Day of Arafah, the 9th Dhul Hijjah. The day of Arafah is referred indirectly in the Quran as a significant day in the Hajj. But when they depart from Arafat, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the Mashhar al-Haram. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse number 198. And in the Hadith, fasting on the day of Arafah expiates the sin of the previous year and the coming year. Rawahu Muslim. Hajj. The Hajj pilgrimage, which is performed in Dhul Hijjah, is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. And complete the Hajj and Umrah for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2, verse number 196. And in Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Whoever performs Hajj and does not commit any obscenity or transgression will come back as sinless as a newborn child." Rawahul Bukhari. Eid al-Adha, the 10th Dhul Hijjah. The festival of sacrifice, Eid al-Adha, is celebrated to commemorate the willingness of Prophet Ibrahim (A.S.) to sacrifice his own son in obedience to Allah Almighty. So pray to your Lord and sacrifice to Him alone. Surah Al-Kawthar, chapter 108, verse number 2. And in Hadith, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "The son of Adam does not do any action on the day of sacrifice, which is more beloved to Allah Almighty than the shedding of the blood, that is sacrifice." Rawahu Ibn Majah. Lastly, the virtues and the rewards. In the Hadith, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam encouraged increased worship, good deeds, and the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala during Dhul Hijjah. There are no days greater and more beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than these 10 days of Dhul Hijjah. So increase in them your declaration of the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is tahleel, your exaltation of Him, that is takbir, and your praise of Him, that is tahmeed. Rawahu Musnad Ahmad. To conclude, the month of Dhul Hijjah is a time of immense spiritual significance marked by the important religious observance and opportunities for the increased devotion. Muslims are encouraged to maximize their worship and good deeds during this blessed period. May Allah increase us in knowledge and a'mal. May Allah accept from us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.